we're going to backtrack now. We're going to go back to what happened. We roughed this panel out. This panel was hit. This was the primary damage down in here. And this up in here, a lot of this is secondary damage. Just went in and just followed it. And down here we have a crease, a factory crease when they made this panel. And now the roll right here. This stiffens this panel where this metal is curved. Up in here it's a flatter panel, and so you're going to get more of this in and out type of feeling with it. If I go and try to heat shrink it in a flat panel up and through here, my high spots, I'm liable to work the whole panel in. I'm liable to get the opposite effect. It's going to go in too far. And then I'm going to have to start all over and start working my panel back out, and it's a whole new ball game. So what I'm going to try to do is get this cold as much as possible. If I have a high spot, I'm going to try to work it down cold. Down in here, this metal here, when it went in, it hit the inner structure. And when that held and the rest of the panel went in, it formed more of a crease down through here. And when it did that, it caused a stretching motion where this metal just stretched. And then by the time you have to hammer it back out and shove it back out and use picks to get all this back out, you've also stretched the metal. So here I'm going to have the biggest problem is right here, this high spot. But right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pin. I got a marker. And this is my highest spot right here. I'll put an X there. This isn't too bad right in here. This isn't too bad up in here. Where is it? Let me see. A little bit. And this down here, I'm kind of off right here a little bit high. And this in here is a low spot. Up in here, I'll do the same thing. Go up here and look at the spots that are going to interfere with my body work the most. And I see I have a bit of a high spot here. I have to be aware that this panel rolls out. So if I put my yardstick on this outer part, it's going to definitely throw it off. I'm trying to stay with the shape of the panel as much as possible. An eyeball, or my body filler would be too thick. Sometimes it's better to just work it down cold, and even if it's a little bit higher, just build it out a little bit more gradual with the body filler and do a cosmetic over it. Once you start sanding your body filler, you'll start seeing that metal show up. That means you've gone as far as you can cut it. If you keep sanding after that, it just keeps showing more metal, which makes that high spot higher. So usually when you're sanding your body filler, and I'll show you later, you just take it down to where you start seeing the metal, and then you have to get off and start with another fresh coat. So there's two different ways I can do this. If I have a high spot, I can use a stud gun. And when I use a stud gun, I push in on it. I don't use a tip on it. Stud guns generally are used by try to keep these tips clean. You can reuse them. Like on my low spot there, I might put in one right there. And the longer you hold that trigger, the hotter it's going to get. If you have dirty metal in here or some paint chips and you go to do that, it's liable to blow a hole through it. So this gun can be very dangerous. And where it's getting hot, it's burning off your corrosion protection on the backside or any kind of undercoating or whatever might be back there. And that will have to be replaced because you're going to get moisture on the backside of these repairs. No matter how good you fix this side, the underside, if it's got bare metal, it's going to be trapping moisture and salt and all kinds of stuff under there. And it's just going to destroy the panel before it's time. So we don't want to do that. That'll be one of the last things we do is go back, try to clean the back surface of it, and put some kind of undercoating under it. So I've got high spots here with my X's, low spots with my 0, So the idea is to pull out on your low spots. See how that happens? There's some paint right there. It won't work. All right.